At this time, I'm going to ask for roll call.
Frank West here.
Lily Maselli here.
Greg Bendel here.
Kevin Kara here.
And Gary DePalma here. I'll ask everyone to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. As you all are aware, this is the presentation of the fiscal year 2025 budget. So I will be turning the floor over to our town manager, temporary town manager, Lou Samiglia.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the Select Board, Chairman John Doherty, who could not make it tonight, and the members of the Finance Committee that are here, and all of them. Dear members, it is an honor to present the fiscal year 2025 recommended budget as temporary town manager for the town of Wilmington. This document is designed to serve as a financial management plan for the operation of Wilmington's town government. It is intended to carefully and fairly allocate the community's finite resources among a variety of worthy and competing needs. I am grateful to have the opportunity to work across departments to deliver a reasonable budget that the taxpayers of Wilmington have come to expect. Fiscal responsibility at this scale is a team sport. It requires discipline, an eye towards the future, and cooperation across the board. You all right? I thank all the department heads and their staff for their willingness to put together reasonable budgets that prioritize only the most important capital projects. We are extremely fortunate to live in a town where highly capable people are contributing to the success of our town across all its departments. I'm fortunate to work with and learn from them every day in this role. It is a great honor to serve as the temporary town manager and to work with so many passionate employees who have devoted their professional life to the town of Wilmington. I want the next town manager to inherit a strong, stable, and clear direction. I may be temporary holding this office, but that doesn't mean we can be complacent. On day one, I met with all our department heads and I asked them to level fund their budgets as best they could. As you will see in this budget presentation, other than payroll and contractual agreements, they all did an amazing job keeping their budgets under control, and for that, I'm grateful. There are plenty of exciting projects underway that we are continuing to support, while also looking ahead to significant capital projects that will benefit the entire town, such as the new senior center and town hall school administration building. There are obviously two major projects that will be moving forward in 2024. The Select Board is mostly level funded except for contractual agreements and services, printing, binding, advertising, and town meeting expenses. Also, you'll see a notable increase in the town manager's budget reflected in the $220,000 salary for the new town manager. The Treasurer Collector's Office, Town Clerk's Office, and Assessor's Office have all an increase in contractual services and payroll due to step increases. I expect the Town Clerk's Office will have an increase due to the number of state and local elections. The Town Council also shows an increase in their services to $257,500. Information technology in today's world, boosting our security and adding to the IT budget is an important step to ensure the safety of the town of Wilmington from cyber attacks. A financial commitment in this space is a statement that Wilmington is prepared for a rapidly changing future, and the safeguarding of our residents' personal data is of the utmost importance. Cyber attacks aren't a hypothetical risk. They exist today. Other municipalities in our area were victims of cyber attacks in 2023, which required full system shutdowns and restorations, which are costly and time-consuming. This is why I'm asking for a new full-time employee for our IT department. An increase of $90,104 represents salary increases for the staff and the new full-time employee. Other component of an increase for FY24 is a subscription cost for our new phone system. Originally, we included the year-to-year subscription cost in the 3-year capital cost for the project's implementation. In FY25, the subscription costs now move over to the IT budget. This is an increase of approximately $40,000 consolidated to one phone system for the town and public safety, cloud redundancy, auto attendance, voicemail boxes for all our employees, and over 200 physical phones throughout our buildings. This new phone system will easily be implemented into the new buildings. A second major factor in the increase for IT in FY25 budget over the previous year is the town's new insurance requirements that were introduced at the beginning of calendar year '23. This will be the first time that the cost of the multi-factor authentication, MFA, are reflected in the annual budget. Last year, additional funds were requested from the Finance Committee for both the FY23 and FY24 budgets to meet these new requirements, given the timing of the directive. The costs are close to $65,000 and include MFA technology using Cisco Duo, additional Microsoft licensing we purchased to take over the library's Microsoft accounts and email accounts for custodial staff and school department. Last and certainly not least, a contributing factor to the increase over last year is inflation. We saw increases across the board on almost all of the software technology, costs ranging from 1% to 20% from the previous year. As you will see in this budget, inflation is a big factor across the board in all departments. As far as public safety, the dynamics of being a police officer have changed over the past few years, and with scheduled retirements, we want to make sure we are filling staff vacancies by prioritizing the recruitment and retention of our police department. I'm proud to say we were able to come to an agreement with the Patrolmen's Union after being without a contract for 2 years. Police department the police department, as have all our departments, worked very hard to level fund their FY25 budget. The one capital project that was very important was the range maintenance. The $40,000 is to hire a specialized vendor to conduct comprehensive cleaning and disposal activities in compliance with OSHA and EPA regulations. As you know, the range has been in operation since 2016 and has played a vital role in training our officers. $20,500 is for replacement of tasers. The fire department also has worked hard to level fund their FY25 budget. The fire department only has 2 capital requests. The $475,000 is for new ambulance. It is important to note that it takes approximately 2 years or more to receive a new ambulance after it's been ordered. The town is actively seeking land in North Wilmington for a fire department substation. $600,000 has been allocated from available funds, free cash, for a feasibility study schematic design. A substation will allow faster response times in emergency situations for residents in and around North Wilmington. The public safety dispatch has increased its budget and payroll only, and the town adjusted the dispatchers' pay last year to make them comparable to surrounding communities. They also play a vital role in public safety, and we're fortunate to have such a dedicated staff. Animal control has also increased its budget and payroll, and Mr. Sullivan does a great job and has made himself available for many situations, including off hours for animal emergencies and almost 1,000 calls for service in 2023. I'd like to recognize the great partnership between our police and fire chiefs and their departments working with each town department and the residents of Wilmington, keeping us safe while we live our lives in our wonderful little town. Over the past 3 months, I have witnessed firsthand how passionate the brave men and women are in our police and fire departments handle their important charge. Department of Public Works, the Water Department, the DPW budget shows a modest increase overall due to payroll and contractual agreements. We will be asking for 1 full-time employee under Parks and Grounds. We are requesting a new DPW employee that will be brought on to assist with the expanding footprint of the Senior Center, Town Hall School Administration Building, and other buildings around town, and the newly acquired fields on Main Street at the old Textron ball fields. The cost of a new Vector truck will be funded equally between the DPW and the Water Department. We budgeted $330,000 each from available funds, free cash, and the water budget as the new truck is used by both departments. Larger projects such as resurfacing and crack sealing various town roadways will be handled with Chapter 90 funds. As you will see in the capital portion of the budget, we will be replacing 2 vehicles to make improvements in an aging fleet. A heavy-duty front-end loader, $205,000, and a mini-wing mower, $50,000, are part of the DPW's capital budget. Jamie McGaldy, DPW Director, and Joe LeBeo, DPW Deputy Director, and their team do an amazing job in their departments. It is reflected in their budgets and annual reports how busy both departments are with upcoming major projects such as the Route 38 Water Main Replacement Project, $4.5 million from the water budget, and I have no doubt they will complete their mission. The Board of Health and Building Inspectors' budgets are also level funded, showing a small increase in payroll. I'd like to thank Shelley Newhouse and Al Spalding and their staff for continuing to provide the residents of Wilmington with the great service we as residents have come to count on from their office. Planning and Conservation, Valerie Gingrich and her staff have also level funded this year and have a modest increase in their budget. Because of the hard work in their office, we were awarded a $150,000 grant for the design of a pedestrian bridge over the Maple Meadow Brook Aqueduct to connect to the Middlesex Canal towpath to Town Park, among other projects they are currently working on, including the MBTA Communities Multifamily Overlay District. Public buildings. The Public Buildings Department has done an amazing job working with me and my staff to level fund one of the biggest budgets we have. An increase in payroll and utilities are the only increases in their budget, and they are only requesting 2 vehicles in the capital plan. I'd like to thank George Hooper and congratulate him on his retirement. And Dennis Kelly has resumed the role of Superintendent in Public Buildings. I'm sure George left him in good shape. Veteran Services overall budget has reduced and will be requesting that Patty Meehan's position in the Veterans Office increase to full-time. As you know, the Veterans Office shares Patty's salary with Elder Services. Therefore, both departments are asking for a half-salary increase to get a full-time position. Chapter 115 budget is $200,000, down from $250,000, due to the hard work of Mike Fraughton and Patty Meehan to get Chapter 115 recipients on other sources of income like federal benefits and Veterans Administration. The Elder Services Department has a budget that reflects a new full-time employee. This is a result of Patty Meehan's position being increased to the full-time to the Veteran Service officers. Obviously, with a new senior center building opening this year, we are hoping to see more participation of our growing senior population with many new events and classes, and they will need a new program director. Recreation, while continuing to offer high-quality, relevant programs, Brett and his team have worked hard on a budget that has minor increases in payroll, program supplies, and training and conferences. Total increase in their budget is $7,125. The Historical Commission and the library both, this is also a modest increase in the budget to reflect an increase in payroll. And the library's budget is increased due to payroll, contractual agreements, books, and library materials. Last year, $1.2 million was allocated for the Wildwood School project to explore the grant process within the Massachusetts School Building Authority. This program offers a potential funding for school building proposals in the Commonwealth. If accepted, the planning, design, and construction of the new Wildwood School would be a collaborative process with the state. These types of initiatives show our town continued commitment to our children and reinforce Wilmington's reputation as a great place to raise a family. The operating budget received from the school department requested an increase of 4.34%, largely due to negotiated contracts for FY25. Total budget for the school is $57,742,305. Moving forward, we're excited with the prospect of opening a new school for the children and their families of Wilmington. Finance and town accountant. I cannot express my gratitude for all the help Brian Perry, our finance director, town accountant. His department has level funded their budget with a minor increase for payroll. Brian has been an amazing asset to me during this budget process. Brian has inspired me to the best I could be regarding the budget residents of Wilmington expect and deserve. Brian is a true gentleman, and I wanted to publicly thank him. Thanks, Brian. The town manager in Wilmington is vested with the responsibility to prepare a budget and the authority to administer the programs and services outlined in that budget. Preparation of the town's annual financial plan depends upon the assembly of reliable information, the assistance of a valuable staff, and the direction its document and ultimately judges its content. I look forward to a spirited and productive debate on these issues addressed by this plan. I am confident that a thorough public examination of our budget recommendations will serve to assist the town in its preparation for the transition to a new town manager. With an overall budget of $138,133,707, representing an overall increase of 4.20%, I'm confident the new town manager will have a great starting point to start their, hopefully, long career in Wilmington. I have chosen Wilmington to be my home for the past 40 years. My wife and I have raised 3 wonderful children here, and all whom attended Wilmington Public Schools, and have enjoyed the safety and fiscal responsibility our town has prioritized. Lastly, I would like to thank every department head and their staff for all your hard work. Without all of you, I would not be able to present this budget on behalf of the town of Wilmington. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Just so you know, there's chairs up front if you want to sit down.
That's it?
No more.
Take comments from the board. Take comments from the board.
Now, do I have comments from the board?
Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, everybody. First of all, Lou, I want to thank you very much for this presentation. I know a lot of hard work went into this, and if I had to guess, a year ago today, if someone told you you would be giving this presentation, you'd probably laugh at them.
Right.
But I think you've done a wonderful job, and I congratulate you on what's been a lot of work over the last couple weeks to get this together, and I appreciate the work of you and your entire staff here at Town Hall to prepare this, and I appreciate the work of Brian Perry and his staff, all of our department heads and all the staff, all the employees of the town, as they've tried to prepare this year's budget. I want to thank our colleagues on the Finance Committee and the School Committee who are here. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to the Finance Committee's work over the next couple weeks. I appreciate your work in advance as you begin to review this budget tomorrow night. I look forward to watching those meetings and diving closer into this and taking a closer look at this budget. But Lou, I sincerely want to thank you. You've thrusted yourself into this with all your might, and there's no question that you've done a great job, and I have no reason to believe that that won't continue until we find a new town manager. So I greatly appreciate you stepping up, and I know the citizens of our town appreciate it too. So thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I'm just going to concur with Mr. Bendel. I know you assumed this position and jumped right into this budget and while doing everything else. So I think Greg said it well. So just wanted to echo his sentiments.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah.
No, really, Lou, this shows a lot of work went into this, and I appreciate that, along with your department heads and with Brian, and the amount of time that it takes to put this together. And again, I look forward to going through the process over the next month. So thank you all.
Yeah. And I think I'd just echo what my colleague said as far as, Lou, the staff at, the department heads and all the workers. I mean, let's face it, we have a great town here. I think you said it, that we have a wonderful community, and it's a great community to live and raise family, and it's because of everyone here and all the, the staff and workers underneath, so, that participate in this. So, on behalf of myself anyway, is that thank you to everybody, department heads, all the way down, senior staff, fellow colleagues here on the board, and I too look forward to hearing the detail, more of the details as we go through this process. Thank you.
Lou,
Yes.
you came on in a circumstance that you did not expect. You've done it with humility and respect, and I commend you for that. Having worked with you since you've become the temporary town manager, I've noticed that you're a very caring individual, and you're proud of your town. And the only thing you wanted was to make sure the town ran smoothly until we have a permanent town manager. And I will say you have done that. I appreciate it. As a young pup in this business, I was still learning my ways around. But fortunately enough, when Lou came on board as the temporary town manager, we will be able to grow together. And all that's showing is that the town and the people of the town care. I commend you. I know one thing from talking to you, you can't wait till we get a new town manager. He's got a box already in there, that's Lou's box, and he knows everything he has in his office will go in there. But until then, he is the town manager, and I respect him for all he has done for the town, not just with veteran services. We can go on to that for hours. But for the town, as town manager, we didn't lose a beat. And I have more respect for the department heads throughout the town who understand the situation and worked very, very closely with Lou and Brian Perry to get this budget to where we wanted it, or where Lou wanted it. So I commend you. I know the new town manager will be excited to have such a crew that he or she can lean on. And again, I just want to thank you, Lou, for all you have done and making sure that we had water every meeting.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. If I may, Mr. Chair, at the risk of sounding redundant, I can't thank all the department heads, school department enough, police department, fire department. I've known many of them for decades, and I never realized what they did until I'm in this position. And the next town manager is gonna step into a role where he has an unbelievable staff that know what they're doing, and I have no doubt that they'll just continue to move forward. So publicly thank every one of our department heads. They're amazing people, and they're caring, and they're brilliant.
Thank you. Going to take public comments at this time. Is there anybody who would like to make a comment? Look at everyone smiling, going, no. Lou has his pencil sharpened, so if you make the wrong comment, your budget's cut.
I'd like to remind Lou that the last thing that was temporary was the town hall.
George Hooper said to me, "Don't worry, the first year and a half will fly by."
Now, no public comments then? Announcements? New business? Now we go to important dates.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. January 30th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, FY '25 Budget Overview, Revenue, and General Government. January 31st, Town Hall, School Administration Building Committee, virtual at 5 PM. February 1st, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Recreation, Library, and Historical Commission. These are all very important dates if anyone is interested to see how the budget process works in all the departments. It's very important if you would like to participate in these meetings. February 2nd, last day to submit petition warrant articles for inclusion on the warrant for the annual town meeting, which is May 4th, 2024. February 6th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Department of Public Works and Public Buildings Department. February 8th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Veteran Services, Elder Services, Information Technology, and Town Clerk. February 12th, Select Board, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM. February 13th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Planning and Conservation, Building Inspector, Board of Appeals, Board of Health. February 19th, President's Day, town offices will be closed. February 26th, Select Board, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM. February 27th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Police Department, Public Safety, Central Dispatch, and Fire Department. February 29th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Wilmington Public Schools. March 5th, Presidential Primary, polls open at 7 AM to 8 PM. March 7th, Finance Committee, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM, Shawshene Technical School District. March 11th, Select Board, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 PM. March 19th, Finance Committee, Planning Board, public hearing, Town Hall Auditorium, 7 PM. March 25th, Select Board, Town Hall, Room 9, 7 p.m. And April 17th, last day to register to vote in the annual town election. Annual town meeting, town clerk's office open until 5 p.m. That is it, Mr. Chair.
Chair, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All those in favor? Good night, everyone.
Thank you all for
Have
coming.
a safe evening. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.